Okay, part two. And once again, as I was talking, my camera cut out. So the last video that I made was cut off, and there was a bunch of stuff that I said that didn't get captured on the recorder, unfortunately. But anyway, what I was saying was, or what I would think I was saying, was I was talking about how, how some people do things to deliberately get other people jealous because they like to be competitive. They, in their warped mind, they're misled into thinking that making other people jealous, like for example, somebody who's showing off their new car, or somebody who brags excessively, okay, about their expensive vacation that they took or whatever. They think that people are going to think highly of them. They think that this is what people are going to, that somehow it makes them look good, But in reality, oftentimes people become envious, and you can easily find yourself being a target of other people's hatred. So why would somebody deliberately go out of their way to do that? Okay? I'm trying to live my life just because I want to enjoy my life. And that's the way it is, It's not about trying to impress people. If I wanted to impress people, I would have all the newest gadgets. I would have I would strive to have those things more. Of course, obviously, the reason why I'm in this situation is because their envious behavior prevents me from purchasing those things anyway. But even when I had the funds to do it, I never spent my money on things like that. I don't like to be competitive. That's not why I take care of myself. I take care of myself because I'm very focused on myself, meaning, and that's how you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be worrying about what this other person has, what this person has. You're supposed to be thinking about you. I'm able to focus more on things that I enjoy, what I like, and I'm able to be more self-directed and more have more control in the mental area than most people, because I didn't grow up with the intense social pressure to try to fit in. Okay, I knew I didn't fit in, and of course I would try to fit in with my so-called friends that I thought were my friends at the time. But I started realizing I can't make people change. I am who I am. They are who they are. And every once in a while you find people that you click with. You know what I mean? And that's the way it has to be. It can't be that way. That's why people have so many dysfunctional relationships. But there are people who go out of their way to try to make people jealous. And I will tell you, I understand what it's like to be a victim of jealousy, okay? And I will tell you, it is very painful, okay? A very painful experience to go through. So when people do things to try to one-up another person on purpose, I can't understand that. Because this is the kind of stuff that really gets people's blood boiling, you know what I mean? You still have to be able to go on with your life. You can't worry about pleasing other people. You have to live your life for yourself. Everybody will tell you that. Every teacher tells you that. Every book, self-help book tells you that. But when somebody follows those directions, yes, there are consequences because people get jealous. You're not trying to invoke it. You're just living your life the way that you want to. Okay? And so, for people who aren't happy with themselves, you have to be strong in order to be able to live your life the way that you want to. I understand that. And it's going to be far more difficult to do that because I have an advantage. Growing up kind of a loner has been an advantage because I have learned that most people aren't worth giving up the things that you enjoy for. They're just not. They're not going to ever show you the same level of appreciation. They're not going to care enough about you. And once they've stripped the things that they want from you, they're going to throw you aside anyway. Period. So it's not to your benefit to live your life for anyone other than yourself. It has to be that way. The group of people who were trying to change my life, so that I could be more acceptable to them, I would never want to be in that group. All the people that I worked with, that they used as agents to try to convert me, to change me, to try to bully me or whatever. Why in the world would I want to associate with people who are lower than me? Why? Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to be around people who don't share the same values. We don't have to have the same views on everything, okay? But you have to be able to respect other people's desires, wishes, their lifestyle, their life choices. That's the way it has to be. You know what I mean? And I look at it as a form of insecurity when you try to force your lifestyle onto other people. I am very proud of my lifestyle. You know why? Because I'm a peaceful person. I don't hurt other people. You know, I'm not a gossiper. I'm not somebody who sits here and plans to manipulate somebody's life so I can feel better about myself. You know, I'm not one of those people. You know, and that's really what it is. I mean, it's just, people really have the wrong attitude. They do. You know, and I guess I am kind of a social reformer because I believe that I reflect the principles of how we're supposed to live. No, I'm not perfect. I'm not. Okay? But obviously, I have very high standards and believe in them so strongly that I know that I will never change my life for anybody else. You know? I won't do it. Because I don't think that there's too many people that are worth that. And I'm well aware of it. Okay? Too many people are they're too, what do you call it? Two-faced. Most people don't have the sincerity or the devotion or the loyalty that you're looking for in a person, you know? They're trying to hurt you at all costs. You know, I remember in the past, every time, like when I was younger, you know, if I was, you know, struggling with my weight when I was younger, and I know that there was people that would try to make me eat candy and try to make me do things, you know, because why would they do that? They want you to not be the best that you can be because it hurts their feelings. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not trying to make other people feel bad about themselves. I'm trying to find happiness, to have happiness, to keep happiness. And this is part of happiness. It is a part of happiness. To be able to play or buy or make, you know, things that are colorful or whatever. Some adults they have different hobbies. Some people like toys. I like toys. I do. I don't have any toys in my house right now. You know, there's some out in the garage, but they're pretty much not in the greatest condition. But, you know, some people enjoy those things. I don't care if everybody in their 40s doesn't like my hobby. It doesn't matter. You know what? It brings me joy. It does. It brings me happiness. And when I'm talking about toys, I'm not talking about adult toys. Get your head out the gutter. I'm talking about old wind-up toys, bright colored objects, you know, whether that be a Rubik's Cube or even a rubber ducky. If those things make you happy, then do them. You know? You can't, if you're going to worry about what the next person's going to say, well then, you know, that's too bad because you're missing out on life. That person doesn't give two shits about you. And everything that they do indicates that. So why are you going to sit here and throw your life away and the things that you enjoy to be around people that you wish you could kill? Period. Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? So, that's just the way it is, you know? So, for all the years that I struggled with my, you know, being bullied and being excluded from certain people and blah, 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 well, I'm glad because I don't want to be like that. I look at most people and the way that they live their lives. I'm not saying most people. I shouldn't say a lot of the people who got involved in this at least. And there's no way in hell I would ever want to emulate any of that. That's just the way it is. Not conceited. It's just a fucking truth. Period. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. And this is part 2. I'm sure there's more I could say. But, you know, I have to do some other things besides sitting on the couch. You know, and I'm getting tired of my little arts and crafts. I love arts and crafts. Every once in a while, you know, I feel like making something. But I'm going through a very strong depression. My depression is very strong. Okay, it is. I would even classify it as severe. Okay, so I do things to try to keep myself up afloat. But I'm really shattered by everything that happened. I'm shattered on so many levels. Okay, which this whole gang stalking thing does do to people. Okay, it destroys so much in a person's life. But you know what? I have to look at it as a cosmic flush. For those people who didn't give a shit about me, you demonstrated it wonderfully. Okay, you made your point very clear. Get the fuck out of my life. Okay, for the people who give a shit, hang around. You know, we'll catch up later. But I'm not going to sit here and allow myself to bow down to people who are basically trying to put me in my early grave. Fuck you. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope you all have a wonderful day, Bakersfield. And I'll be back with another video some other time. Bye-bye.